Hi guys, and welcome to this tutorial on how you can use your Revit model for material planning and also how to use it for construction management purposes. So for this example I've just created a very simple floor plan. This is the ground floor and I have a similar floor plan in the first floor. And in this demonstration we will set up some parameters so we are able to control all of the windows within the project. So to do this we need to go to the Manage ribbon, and now we will select the shared parameters. And the first thing we need to do is to create a shared parameter file. So we will click on Create and we'll just give it a name. I've just called it shared parameters and save it. And now we want to add a group for this parameter, so just click on New. And again I will just call this shared parameters. And now we want to add some parameters. For example, we need to have a parameter on when we need to order the window. So I'll just click on New and say Ordering Week. And we want to have it as a comment discipline, and also we want to have it as a text. The next parameter could be, for example, who in the company have ordered the windows. So the next one could be ordered by. And again we want to have it as a comment discipline and we want to have it as a text. And we might also want to have a parameter regarding the status, so I could call the next one Ordering Status. And also I want to have this one as a text. So the next parameter to add could be, for example, the delivery of the windows. Which week will the windows be delivered? And again I want to have it as a text, so just say OK to this. And also delivery status. And these are just some parameters that you can use in order to control the windows, but you can also add other parameters. For example, when you have the windows delivered, maybe you want to have a parameters on where they should be stored on the site, and also it could be if you order different windows for different levels, then you can apply them to, for example, some of the windows are for the first floor and other windows are for the second floor and so on. But in this example I'll just keep these parameters and say OK to this part. And now I need to select the project parameters. And now we want to add the shared parameters that we have just created. So we will click on Add. And we want to add a shared parameter. And we want to group them under Construction. And now we just want to select, I will just select the first parameter and say OK. And I want to apply this parameter to all of the windows. And I will just continue doing this. Select all of the other parameters. First group them under Construction. And now select the next parameter and apply them to the windows. And let me just check. I have the ordering week, ordering status, ordered by, and delivery week and delivery status. So now I can just say OK to this part. And when I select one of the windows, we can now see in properties that we have a group called construction. And under construction we have the different parameters that we have just created. So let's say in this example we want to add some parameters for the windows of the first floor. So then I will just select all of the windows. And let's say in this example I want to order the windows of the ground floor. This could be in the week of 7. And maybe I could also add a comment for ordering status. Let's say they have not yet been ordered, so I'll just type in not ordered and just click on apply. And if I go to the first floor and again select all of the windows, maybe just for this demonstration we want to keep the ordering week. Just type in another week, so this could be week number 8, and again the status that they have not yet been ordered. So now I can create a schedule where I will get all of this information. So if I go to the view ribbon and select schedule, and in this example I want to create a window schedule and say OK. And now I'm able to select all of the parameters that I just created. So I will select the delivery status, delivery week, and I have the ordered by and ordering week and ordering status. And also I want to add the type, for example, which type of windows are we talking about. So we'll add this one, and now I can just use the move button right here to move up the different parameters. So I want the window type to be the first part, and then it could be ordering week, ordering status, and ordered by. And I will just say OK to this. And now we can see we have a schedule. I have the windows of the ground floor, which are right here. I can see these have to be ordered in the week of 7, and then the windows of the first floor is in the week of 8. So let's say in this example I also want to have a schedule where I can see, for example, now we are in the week of 7. So now I want to have a schedule that will describe what I actually have to order in the week of 7. So to do this I can either create a copy of the schedule. I have the window schedule right here, but just for this demonstration I will just create a new schedule. So again go to the view ribbon and select schedule, and again I want to create a window schedule, but this one I will just call ordering week 7 and say OK to this. And again I will add the same parameters as I did for the schedule before. And again just rearrange the types or the parameters. So I will have the type as the first parameter, and then just move the other parameters up. And now we can see that I have the same schedule, but we can see the title is the ordering week 7. But in this case we can still see the windows that has to be ordered in the week of 8. So in order to show only the windows for the week 7, I need to go to properties, and under filter I can click on edit, and I want to filter by ordering week. And let's say in this example it needs to contain the word week 7 and just hit OK. And now we can see that I have a schedule with the windows that need to be ordered in the week of 7. So let's say that I have now ordered the windows, then I can either change this within the schedule. I can just type in ordered, or I can go to the floor plan. And in this example we can actually see that we have now marked this window right here, and this is because I have, if I just open the schedule again, now this window that I have marked right here, which is called ordered, this is the one that is being marked within the floor plan. We can now see this window is selected, and we can see in the property bar that this window is ordered. But now I just want to select all of the windows in the view, and I can type in that the windows have been ordered and just type in my name, and also that, let's say the windows will be delivered in the week of 20, and the status that they have not been delivered yet. And I'll just hit apply, and then when I go back to the schedule, we can now see that the schedule has been updated. And also if I open the other window schedule, we can see that this window schedule has been updated as well. And just to see how it's all linked, then if I go back to the ground floor, and if I select one of the windows and let's say I will delete it, then we can see also that the schedule has been updated. So now in the ground floor we have 5 windows, and if we open the schedule, we can now see that we have 5 windows left in the schedule.